For my book, I did Of Mice and Men, and quite frankly, I don't understand why this book was banned at all. I mean, the only thing that it did was maybe some strong language, and possibly the time period that it was published in. Often books from back in the 1930s and 40s were a reflection of how it was back then, and we don't really like to look at the ugly past. Anyway, this book was about two migrant farm workers, George and Lenny, who came up with lots of problems. And Lenny wasn't the brightest guy, and George tried to help him through a lot of stuff. Now, I don't want to spoil the book for you, but there's a lot of tough decisions. So, let me read my favorite section. I think actually my favorite section is the first part because I think it really shows the true description of the place that the story takes place. So here it is. A few miles north of Soledad, the Salinas River drops into the close hillside bank and runs deep and green. The water is warm too, for it has slipped twinkling over the yellow sands in the sunlight before reaching in a narrow pool. One side of the river of the golden foothill slopes curve up to the strong, rocky Gallivan Mountains. On the far side the water is lined with trees, willows fresh and green with every spring, carrying on their lower leaf junctures and debris of the winter's flooding, and sycamores with molted, white, recumbent limbs and branches that arch over the pool. On the sandy bank under the trees, the leaves lie deep and so crisp that a lizard makes a great skittering if he runs across them. Rabbits come out of the brush and sit on the sand in the evening. The damp flats are covered in the night tracks of coons, which the spread paths of dogs in the ranches, with the split wedge tracks of deer that come to drink in the dark. There's a path through the willows and among the sycamores, a path beaten hard by boys coming down from the ranches to swim in the deep pool, and beaten hard by tramps who come wearily down from the highway in the evening to the jungle up near the water. In front of the low horizontal limb of a great sycamore there is an ash pile made by many fires. The limb is worn smooth by men who have sat on it. So, that's my favorite part of the book, and I read Of Mice and Men. Frankly, I don't know why it's been banned, and I don't know why any book should be banned. Thanks for listening.